To be fair, that was a good enough.
I think you should.
I can get people. Yes. I promise not to do this. Oh, you're part of day one. Richard is. Richard not.
Okay, hold on. And then highway. Okay. Ray, if you want to know. Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
All right.
So welcome to the session. We'll be starting briefly. So yeah, keep your eyes on the screen and we'll teach you more about it.
Yeah.
We're very excited to be here.
Yeah, welcome to SRS info session. For those of you who don't know, you're here for ACM Studio to learn a bit more about our indie game development program happening next quarter. Let me see. Hold on, I need to get to the. Okay, so first off, to reiterate, to talk a bit about ACM Studio. ACM Studio seeks to create a community for students interested in any aspect of game development. So there's a few things we'd like to focus on. One is community. We really value having a place for people who just like playing games and having fun together. We also value all aspects of game development. So whether you're interested in programming, art, design, audio, anything else, writing, we want you to have a space in ACM Studio, and we want to support your interest in game development. Next. A couple quick announcements before I delve into what exactly Students Run Studios is. I just want to say fall workshops are now over. We had our last one yesterday with Creative Track. Recordings will be made accessible soon through ACM at UCLA's YouTube. So be on the lookout for that. In case you missed any of them. And for next week, we have an event coming up, actually, that's Studio Game Night. So that's going to be happening in this same room, and it's going to be on Tuesday, November 22nd from 7 to 9 p.m.
So there's another thing about the workshops. If you remembered, and in the workshop, you should remember there's we gave out a feedback form at the end of each workshop. So if you haven't filled out, if you've gone to the workshop and haven't filled out a feedback form for it, please do so because we really value your feedback. Want to make events better for you. Additionally, it also nets you an entry to a raffle for a $25 Amazon gift card. So it's kind of win-win situation. We get stuff and you potentially get money. So yeah,
Free money, you should do it. And yeah, just to go back, Studio Game Night is going to be next Tuesday right here, 7 to 9 p.m. We're going to have board games, we're going to have snacks, so come out and chill with us. And now we can get into what is Students Run Studios. So SRS is short for Students Run Studios, which is ACM Studio's flagship program. And essentially what we do during this program is we create a video game. How many of you guys have created a video game before? Oh, that's about mod. That's good. So what you'll be doing during SRS is you're going to be working with teams of around 10 students, more or less. We don't have an exact count yet, but we will get to that once we see how much interest there is and as well as how much team leads are interested. So it's going to be a mixture of around 10 students and 1 to 2 team leads, depending on whether your team lead is solo leading or co-leading. You're going to be learning the process of developing a video game entirely from start to finish. So you're going to start off the quarter with whatever experience, prior experience that you guys.
oh, I think it's fine.
Oh, I stopped sharing my screen.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, 1 second. I need to figure out this technical difficulty.
Oh, you're
Oh, wait.
you make sure you're on this.
No, I am. I'm swiping, but it's like,
Is it a touchscreen right now?
no, it's not.
Wait, okay, so where's the cursor right now?
I don't
It's
know.
here. Okay, and then it's your screen. Then we're sharing this screen or this screen?
Desktop too.
Technical difficulties. I have a bunch of shirts here that you guys should buy. They look great. I'm not currently wearing one, but Alex is over there. What an amazing shirt. There's also a design on the back. Thank you. I really appreciate this. Amazing. We also have stickers, and there's only 6 of them, and scarcity implies value, so you can get it.
Here,
They're free.
they're free. They have like 20 of them, so like feel free to take them.
If you sold each of those for $1, you could get a shirt. If you buy they take all the free ones and then sell them for $1.
Let's go back to the.
Yeah. Okay, so again, as thank you, Matthew. If you want to learn more about how you can get the shirts and the stickers, I'll have a slide later for that. So yeah. You can learn the process of developing a video game entirely from start to finish. So for those of you who have never been in a long-term game project before, it's something exciting to experience. And we need a variety of skills, even though ACM is a CS club. ACM Studio is not a pure CS club. We value skills from programming to art to writing to design, audio. There's a ton of skills game development needs that's not on this screen. There's a ton of roles. So if you're interested, please come out and sign up. Yeah. And here are a few of our past works from last year's SRS. So this was from this January to these were the 12 games that we developed this January to late May, I believe, because spring quarter ended a bit earlier. But yeah, we have genres from RPGs to puzzle games, visual novels, rhythm games, pretty much anything. And this is a sizzle reel that was created not for our past 2022 SRS, but our 2021. So from 1 year ago, 1.5 years ago. The audio is muted. I can't fix the audio. But yeah, this is a good idea of some of the games you could make, or you know.
So hiding closely was
Metroidvania.
Metroidvania.
I don't think it was a Metroidvania.
Okay, this is a like walking simulator with mini games. Here's like a 3D platformer. Pretty cool because of the shield. The stealth game, which you shoot people.
Not first person, but a shooter.
Yeah. And this is a really cool platformer. And here is a visual novel crossed with with battle mechanics.
So these are just a couple of games that you can make potentially with SRS. Oh, wait, I didn't need to start again. All right. So what do you need to do in order to participate in SRS? Make sure you've attended at least one workshop, game jam, or past SRS project. How many of you guys have done that already? Just okay, that's to go. That's really good to hear. If you haven't, don't worry. If you rewatch a recording that we will upload soon, that will also count towards like attending a workshop. We also have a winter game jam coming up in mid-December during break. So if you're interested in getting like your credit in through that, that's also an option. We'll release more details on that soon, but gonna be probably week 2 of winter break, but avoiding Christmas time. And also if you've attended a past SRS project last year or the year before that, you're automatically eligible to continue doing SRS this year. And yeah, next steps to participating in SRS is attending the SRS pitch meeting in early winter quarter. So that's going to happen early January, more details later. And yeah, just be excited and passionate about making games. We don't have a whole lot of expectations for anyone coming into Students Run Studios. Many of you guys are beginners and many are more experienced, but that's fine. We welcome all experience levels. My first experience with game development was Students Run Studios about like 2 years ago. And that's how I got into games. I was a complete beginner. So yeah. So Students Run Studios pitch meeting is going to be happening on January 11th 2023, so next year, winter quarter. I believe this is Wednesday of week 1. It's gonna be 6 to 8 p.m. We don't have a location set yet, but please save the date if you're interested in participating in Students Run Studios. It's gonna feature a presentation with the team leads pitching their game ideas. So we're gonna have anywhere between like 10 to 15. That's a rough estimate of team leads. Sorry. So there's going to be anywhere from 10 to 15 team leads pitching their games, and you're basically gonna listen to the presentations. And at the end, we're gonna have a Q&A tabling session. So if you're curious about anyone's pitch, then you can always go up and talk to them. I'm sure they'll also have more to say. And at the end, we're gonna release a sign-up form, and you're essentially gonna put down your name, your roles, any other information about yourself, as well as maybe like your top three preferred roles in terms of, or sorry, your top 3 preferred teams, or maybe more than 3. We'll see. But yeah. Save the date. It's January 11th, week 1, Wednesday. And yeah, if you have an idea for a game, you should become an SRS team lead. So what does a team lead do? It definitely varies from team to team. Some team leads will take on more of a project manager role, and some will delegate those responsibilities and be more technical and serve more technical roles. But some common responsibilities of a team lead include creating a fun and engaging work environment for your team, basically making sure all of your team members stay engaged, organizing and delegating tasks for your team to complete the game, ensuring the progress of your team can match the deadlines set by ACM Studio. And we're going to talk a little bit about those deadlines in the future if you do choose to become a team lead. An important thing to know is that if you're hesitant on being a team lead because you feel that you might not have enough experience, or you might not be like super confident in yourself, ACM Studio's board will do our best to help support you. So if you're unsure, feel free to talk to us, reach out to us, and we can definitely try to help and support you.
Okay, I was a first-time team lead, and it was definitely really helpful to be able to reach out to other people who had experience team leading whenever I had questions. But that helped me feel like a lot more confident. Myself also, like, I just knew that if I struggled with something, there was like someone I could reach out to, like had a similar problem and could give me advice on how to deal with it. So I definitely like, don't be afraid. We'll help you.
Yeah, I was also a first-time team lead last year. It was difficult, but it was definitely like a really big learning experience, and I really enjoyed what came out of it. So yeah, I really encourage you all to be team leads. And continuing down the list, another common responsibility is just communicating with your team members to ensure like a smooth development process. So that means like checking in with your team members when maybe they haven't been showing up or something like that. And last, just ensuring your game is properly planned out and scoped, because if you don't know already, in game development, it's really common to overscope your games, and we want to try to help avoid that. Okay, so SRS team lead applications are going to be accepted on a rolling basis. They're going to be released right after this. There's actually going to be a link at the end of the slides. The final due date is going to be on December 1st, 2022. I don't know what day that exactly is, but I believe it's 2 weeks from now on Thursday.
Yes, it's correct.
Yeah, so it's going to be week 10 on Thursday, and that's the final deadline. I would encourage you to apply as soon as possible, because it's going to be a lot easier for us. We want to get team leads all accepted, ideally before winter break, because we kind of want to avoid finals week as well. So it's in everyone's best interest to apply sooner rather than later. If you have any questions, always feel free to reach out in our Discord or just DM either me or Ray or any of the officers on Discord. We'd be happy to answer any questions. And yeah, tell us in the team lead application, you're pretty much just going to be talking about any experience you have. Tell us a rough idea of the game you would like to make, and we would be happy to have a conversation with you or bring you on as a team lead. So this is a rough timeline of now until when Students Run Studios kicks off. We have a more detailed timeline of how we're going to set deadlines within Students Run Studios, but we will save that for the pitch meeting so we don't overload anyone with information. If you'd like to take a picture of this might be useful, especially if you're considering being a team lead. So essentially from now until December 1st, 2022, team lead applications will be open. Okay, okay. So yeah, so team lead applications will be open for 2 weeks from now until December 1st, so get those in. And then during the winter break, team leads will be working with studio board. We're going to be meeting, explaining a bit more about Students Run Studios, how it's going to run internally, and also help to create your guys' pitches. So you guys have pitches ready for the winter Students Run Studios pitch meeting, which is going to be on January 11th, as I stated before, which is Wednesday of week 1. It's going to be 2 hours. It's going to be a presentation, slides with our team leads, as well as a Q&A session. And it's a tight deadline, but after that, signups will release and they will be closing on January 15th, which I believe is Sunday midnight. So they're going to be closed as soon as the weekend ends. And Studios board will be essentially forming everyone into teams. So we're going to try to accommodate everyone's interests as best as possible. Although there are a lot of people to sort. So bear with us. You might not get your top choice, but we'll try to get it at least to your second or third choice. And then finally on January 19th, which I believe is week 2 of Thursday, that's when Students Run Studios is officially kicking off. So it's going to be a meeting. You're going to be meeting your teams there. We're going to be having a presentation with any information you might want to know before you start the development of your games. But that's when Students Run Studios officially begins, or the development of your games officially begin. And it will run until the end of spring quarter, which is roughly in June. And we'll have little deadlines like winter showcase and spring showcase for you guys to like all come together and share the progress and hopefully finish product of the games.
Okay, I'd like to add, I just posted the presentation link in our announcers channel, so you can reference it if you need to.
Yeah, so slides will also be on Discord. If you can't find them, feel free to let someone know, but these will all be here for future reference. And finally, if you're interested in SRS, we have 2 forms for you guys. One is for if you're just interested in being a developer. So this is like, I don't want to lead, I just want to pretty much make the game, but under someone else's leadership. That's the first one. Both of them should be found through this QR code, which is a QR code to our link tree. They should be the top 2 links. And then the second one is the team lead application form. That one might take a little longer. I wouldn't stress out too much about it if you are considering becoming a team lead though. So yes, please look towards these 2 forms. This one in particular is important because we want to get an accurate head count. So if you're here and you're not interested in being a team lead, please fill this out. It would be very helpful. I did not mean to do that. But that is the developer form. Okay. And finally, if you want studio merch, Venmo Caroline0312 and show an officer. Actually don't Venmo them yet because we have limited stickers, but you should buy the stickers. Yeah, this is the end of the presentation. So thank you all for coming to SRS info session. A couple of us are going to be staying back and playing past SRS games. So if you want to stay for that, or if you have your own laptops and want to play them, they are on the ACM Studio itch, which is acmstudio.itch.io, which is also in the QR code. But yes,
I am also putting all these links in the Discord announcement channel. If that helps you guys find them more easily.
Yes, thank you all for coming to the info session. If you want merch, don't pay yet, but come up here and we can get you merch and then you can pay. Thank you.
Okay.
Wow. I actually.
No, how do I do? Oh, okay. Fix it. I can't see. Oh, we got this one? Yeah.